Ready for a hair update? Harsh. Yeah, all of that. But the beauty of it is that I have found some products that are working quite well and giving me a degree of security and understanding that they're actually working, that I will continue them while I'm here. First things first, I did not come to Thailand specifically just to get away from anything. I came here because a physical I did last year was so mind boggling. I knew I would have to continue my health care here because they are accurate, they look for solutions, and most of what I need is over the counter. So I'm not paying a copay, I'm not paying doctor's bills. I just get the information, do what the doctor says, and apparently it works. When I came, I decided to make a appointment for a hair analysis at the Bangkok Hair Center. And what he told me was, you got alopecia? You've got several types of alopecia, which is what I was told when I was in the US, and you need to just get comfortable with minoxidil. I wanted to discuss hair transplants and some other really state-of-the-art things they're doing for hair growth. And he's like, no, it's not going to work at all with you. And I love the candor. I love that they're like, let's get to the chase. And I'm not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste mine. Minoxidil is the most accurate thing for hair growth. And if you get the correct combination formulated for you, then it'll work. Before leaving, I went to hers and got their formulation for my hair. You send them pictures, they send you some stuff back, and then it's like, okay, go ahead and do your routine. Well, that kind of worked. As you can see, I've been doing that for, let's say, 7 months, 7, 8 months. No, I've been doing it longer than that. It seemed really slow. I was at the point of wanting to shave my head again. And of course, I always talk myself out of that. While talking to the doctor at the Bangkok Hair Center, he said, we do have something that we have been testing, and it's been tested for however long. He said it's been on the market and you can get it there. Because I told him the supplements I was taking, he suggested. Norcorin is specific to Thailand. His clinic sells it. I don't even know if I'll be able to get this back into the United States. But while I'm here, as for me and my house, I'll be taking this while I'm here because I believe the combination of this with the minoxidil has done some wonderful things, and it is superior to any supplement I've taken. And again, supplements do not grow your hair. Supplements hold on to your hair. They hold the line for you while your hair repairs and grows. The minoxidil is actually the thing that literally grows hair. Okay, so that's for hair growth. And then I learned very recently, like in the past few days, that if you combine minoxidil with tretinoin, it kind of accelerates. They work hand in hand together. You have to get a prescription for this in the US. I could buy it over the counter for like, I don't know, $3. It's Retin-A, basically. But you want the prescription grade. And what they sell over the counter here is prescription grade. Now, when I got my physical done this year, I had great D panels. My iron was good. My thyroid has been fluctuating. So they have to check that out, see what the heck is going on with that. So I have another appointment at the end of this month to get that checked out. But I also like to do collagen because collagen helps with your bones. It also helps with skin and hair and all of that. There is a company called Blackmore's. I really like this collagen. And I believe all the collagen in this region is marine collagen. And that's what works best with my system. And in the US, this is so expensive, which is why I do bovine when I'm there. But doing the marine collagen since I've been here has been wonderful. the aches and pains, or I should say like joint issues, I'm I'm not having them to the extent I had them over there. I mean, I got the basic training, police academy, knees and back, so I'm going to have something going on. But this seems to be very helpful. But you know, I got my pain pills with me too. Even though my vitamin D was on point, I'm still taking the D, vitamin D and K2, D3, because this whole aging thing, it was suggested. So I take that too. All of which plays a role in hair growth, skin care, and all of that. Now, I know at least one of you are like, Gail, they got hair products for us over there? The short answer is no. So I brought my favorites with me. And I put my shampoo in the travel thing, but I use almost exclusively when I'm in the U.S. Design Essentials for shampoo, conditioner, leave-in. I just love their products. They work wonderfully with my hair. If I do a, Olaplex, I leave that to my professional stylist to do it to get me a little bit more moisture and retention. But when I'm doing my natural styles, this is my 100% go-to. Miss Riri, you did your thing with this, because if you have, whether you were born, we were all born natural, okay? For your curls, to have your curls popping, this is the one I love. And a little bit goes a long way. This right here is probably a full year supply for me, because it's so concentrated. You really don't need that. I don't need that much. My hair is not as dense as it once was, so I don't need that much. The other thing I take, and this is going to scare some people, but for vitamin B12, because I do have a B12 thing going on, they recommended this. Yeah, I had to Google to see what all the words were, but it's a B12 supplement to help with the blood, and it's nothing unusual or weird. It's just written in Thai, and in order to understand it, you know, they're translating tools that help you to not freak out when you're in different countries. The last thing, when I got here, when I went to see the doctor at the Bangkok Hair Center, I had to explain to him that the burning and itching that I had been experiencing when the alopecia first started to do the wildfire thing, they'll explain it like a wildfire. When you get that, it'll be right here and then it starts to spread out. I had gotten burning and itching, and he said that's typical if you have alopecia, even if you do the injections, which I did a series of those a few years ago. With the burning and itching, that's, of course, inflammation. If it's inflammation, you have to be diligent in washing and conditioning hair and scalp. You must get the buildup and debris off of your scalp. Basically, wash your hair and condition. If the burning is consistent, you want a scalp application. This is the one that was recommended here. I think you need a prescription there for this, because he's like, he wrote down what it was and said, go to the pharmacy, and they just handed it to me. He literally wrote it on a piece of paper and said, this is what you need. So the combination of all of that, of course, a diet change. I have an access to a lot of fresh foods, a lot of walking, so my body is being stimulated, scalp being stimulated, blood flow is working quite well, and it all seems to be coming together. So if you are still on a journey to find what is going to help with your hair loss, if that is an issue for you, by all means consider a trip to the Bangkok Hair Center to get an actual analysis. This whole process has been amazing. I see the hair here and I get so frustrated constantly when I see these little bitty pieces that are struggling their way back in, and how many are just sticking up all over. I slicked it down today, but there's like all of these little bitty hairs that are 37 different lengths. That's driving me bananas, but it's part of the process. I could just shave my head and start over. I do not want to do that. I don't want to do that. I've done that before. I didn't shave my head completely, but I did shave it down to like less than an inch at one point. And, you know, it was kind of cute. But I prefer to have the bountiful curls and lion's mane thing going on when I'm in my natural state. So, yeah, go ahead. I heard you. It's vanity. Yeah, it's vain. But it's my choice, right? I can be vain. I'm 60. So there's that. Again, if you are trying to figure out your hair issue, first find a good dermatologist that can give you a diagnosis. That step right there will save you so much time and money. Start with a dermatologist. Get your health panel done, meaning blood work to see if there is something internal going on with you. I have the thyroid issue, so my endocrine glands are rogue. They're rogue, they're gangsters. I'm excited that I'm now seeing some real results from how I've processed this. And I wish you the best of luck on this journey. And it has nothing to do with getting older. It really doesn't, because this started with me years ago. And knowing that the majority of it is tied to my thyroid, it was not being addressed correctly. All of those components had to be addressed. And now they are. Godspeed to you on your journey. Kampuka.